For years, people were told butter was dangerous. Doctors warned about it. Diet foods avoided it. And millions switched to low-fat products and vegetable spreads instead. But now something strange is happening. Celebrities, athletes, influencers, and even some health experts are suddenly eating butter again. Coffee with butter. Steak with butter. Even entire, high-fat diets built around it. So, was butter unfairly blamed all along? Or is this just another internet health trend that went too far? Because the real story is way more complicated than social media makes it seem. So let's start the video. Don't forget to subscribe our channel. Back in the 1980s and 90s, fat became public enemy number one. Butter contains saturated fat. And for decades, saturated fat was strongly linked to heart disease. That's why supermarkets exploded with low-fat snacks, margarine, fat-free desserts, and processed, diet foods. But here's where things started changing. Over time, some researchers began questioning whether the problem was really butter alone, or the overall modern diet. Because many low-fat products were also packed with added sugar, refined carbs, and ultra-processed ingredients. And despite the massive low-fat trend, obesity and metabolic problems continued rising in many countries. That made people start asking questions. Then came the internet wellness era. And suddenly butter returned in a completely different way. Celebrities and influencers began promoting grass-fed butter, keto diets, bulletproof coffee, and high-fat eating. Some claimed butter helped with energy, fullness, focus, or reducing cravings. And that created a huge online debate. Because while some newer studies suggest moderate saturated fat may not be as harmful as once believed, many major health organizations still recommend limiting excessive saturated fat intake, especially for people at risk of heart disease. So who's right? That's where social media often oversimplifies things. Because nutrition science is rarely black and white. Eating a small amount of butter in a balanced diet is very different from eating massive amounts while ignoring overall nutrition. And here's something important most viral videos leave out. People in some of the healthiest traditional cultures actually consumed natural fats for centuries. Butter, cheese, olive oil, fermented dairy. But they also typically ate fewer ultra-processed foods, smaller portions, and more whole foods overall. Which means the bigger issue may not be one single ingredient. It may be the modern processed diet itself. Because adding butter to a diet full of fast food and sugary snacks probably won't magically improve health. And removing butter alone probably won't fix unhealthy habits either. That changes the entire conversation. So, is butter healthy or unhealthy? The honest answer is, it depends on the amount, the overall diet, and the individual person. But one thing is clear. The fear of natural fats is no longer as simple as it once seemed. And the internet's obsession with blaming one food for everything usually misses the bigger picture. Subscribe for more research-based health truths and food controversies most people never hear about.